Okay, this is problem number 3 of the final exam review. Steve correctly answered 32 out of 45 questions on a multiple choice math test. What percent of the questions did Steve answer correctly? So here's our key word. We're looking for a percent. What percent is 32 out of 45? So we can think of it as a ratio first. 32 divided by 45. And if we take our calculator and divide 32 by 45, it'll give us the decimal form of the percent. 32 divided by 45. All right? Now, if we look at this, it says round your answer to the nearest whole percent. Now, this is written as a decimal. It's not a percent yet. So I'm going to put a few of the digits down. We've got a bunch of ones trailing there. And remember from your charts like these, if you have a decimal, to change it to a percent, you move the decimal place 2 places to the right. So this would be the same as 71, and we're going for the whole percent, so the whole number is 1. We can just chop off the rest of the ones, and we get 71%. So Steve scored 71% on the math test. So again, make a ratio, divide the top by the bottom, especially if it says out of, and then move your decimal 2 places to the right to get the percent. And then pay attention to the rounding information. The ones place is the nearest whole number. All right, fill in the chart, fraction, decimal, percent. So we're going back and forth between these 3 forms. First one starts with a number written as a percent. Remember, to make it a decimal, we move the decimal point 2 places to the left. In other words, the percent means divide by 100. Dividing 6.44 on my calculator by 100 would give me 0.064, or just moving the decimal 2 places to the left. I'll show you dividing 6.4 divided by 100. I get the same thing as moving the decimal 2 places to the left. So there's my decimal form of the percent. It should always be a smaller number than the percent form. If it's not, you did something wrong. All right, to get this into a fraction, we need to say this number out loud. This is 64 what? Get out your reference booklet. The 4 is in the thousandths place. So this is 64 1,000ths. So I write that fraction, and I know it's not in simplest form because these are both even numbers. So I'm going to take my calculator, I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to enter the fraction 64, fraction key, 1,000, and it will simplify it and give me 16/25. Remember, use your fraction key to simplify a fraction. So my final answer in simplified form is 16/25. Now I want you to try the next 2 on your own. If you can say the decimal 85/100ths, you can write the fraction and simplify it. You can move the decimal 2 places to the right to get the percent. For the last one, remember a fraction is the same as 1 divided by 8, the top divided by the bottom. That'll give you their decimal form, and then you can change your decimal to the percent. Check on the portal to see if you did the rest of these right. All right, let's do one more before we close up this video. Simplify the expression and combine like terms. All right, we have parentheses to get rid of first. Remember, we simplify expressions with the order of operations. So the 2 outside the parentheses wants to get multiplied by the 2 things inside. So I'm going to rewrite this from left to right, 4m minus 6 now, plus 2 times m, plus 2m. And then the 2 gets multiplied by, think of it as negative 5. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, so I'm going to write minus 10. So the parentheses get taken away by distributing the 2 to both things inside. The next thing I want to do is combine any like terms. So let's start with the 4m. Are there any other m's? and there's one here, and remember to circle the sign in front of it. So that will give us 6m. Cross those out. I'm done with them. And now I am doing -6 or -6 minus 10. That's going to be -16. If you're not sure, do it on your calculator. -6 subtract 10. And that's going to give me -16, which I write as subtract 16. And I am done. All right, let's stop the video here. Tune in for the next problems on the next video.